Nice. We are live. Good morning on this beautiful Sunday morning. And we had a bunch of snow, and then we woke up this morning, and a lot of it's already melted away. The weather here is just nutty. We had, days of warm. We were in t-shirts, and then the very next day it snowed a ton, and then here we are back to a melting temperature. So we'll probably go on a walk as a family today. Probably no coats. And then just yesterday we had our full coat winter gear on and stuff. It's just crazy. It's that time of year. March will do that to you. Even February does that to you. It's just funny. Anyway, good morning. Today is March 16th. The time is just flying by. There's so much going on and stuff, but we're having fun in the meantime. So let me drop this in the pinned comment real quick. I think I told you before, but we are still in the lead as America's favorite teacher in my group, and then April 3rd they combine all the groups. I'll talk to you about it later. Just it would be real fun if you voted for me for that. Let's dive into the puzzles. Let's play it. So we're playing Connections today. Monster, Tarot, Library, Group, Draconian, great word, Draconian, Debut, Constellation, Zodiac, Collection, 7, Ballet, okay, Hydrant, Leonardo, Cluster, Psycho, and Rapport. So off the bat, I see a bunch of words that have a silent T in them, like Rapport, Debut, Tarot, Monster. All of these have, I guess Psycho has a silent P in it, but the other ones have a T, which makes me think that it's going to be another one with a T. Oh, Ballet. It's staring me in the face. Ballet. There we go. Ending with a silent T. Great. Beautiful, beautiful. Draconian. Monster. Constellation. So Constellation and Zodiac, I feel like, go together. But Constellation and Collection also go together, too. A library and a group. Oh, it's close. How about a cluster? Oh, gee, but I would say cluster and constellation go together. No. Okay. So one of those needs to go and constellation comes in. And I don't know which. Maybe let's get a little closer to it. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo, the traveling museum exhibits. Hydrant, like a fire hydrant full of water. Okay, so Zodiac, Psycho, and 7 were movie titles. But what else? Zodiac. These were about serial killers even. All of them. Look, 7 was about the murderer that killed after the 7 deadly sins. And Brad Pitt. And what's his face? Psycho, of course, about Norman Bates. And then the Zodiac Killer. Was it Constellation? Monster? Alright, I'm throwing guesses away. No, it is one away. Crap. Oh no, and we only have one guess left. I'm going to try constellation, collection, cluster, and group, and we'll get rid of library. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh, it is. Okay, great. Oh, man. We're at one guess, you guys. We're at one guess left. Okay, so these are movies about serial killers. Zodiac, Psycho, and Seven. But the 7, the V is a number 7. I just don't know what the other one is. Hey, Blue Hat Man Too Cold. Good morning. How are you doing? Do you know the fourth movie here? Because I just simply don't know. These all sound like movie titles if you let it. Monster. I mean, about a psycho killer. Or was there a serial killer called Leonardo? Was he draconian? Library, probably not. And then hydrant, probably not. Maybe we could pull out the purple category. Often I've found lately that the purple category is a fill in the blank. And that is tricky. That's tough to pull out. Library, hydrant, Leonardo. Is it because they have an R in the middle? Ugh. I wonder. There's an R in the middle of each of these. All right. If this is wrong, we're throwing it away. No way. Starting with Oh my gosh. Starting with constellations? Wow, you guys, I just I just risked the entire puzzle on something that was completely wrong. Oh my gosh. Draconian, Draco, that's the dragon constellation. Hydra, hydrant. Leo for, of course, Leo the lion. And then Libra for library. I can't believe we just did that. Okay, so apparently the serial killer movies are Seven, Psycho, and Zodiac, and then this last one, Monster. Serial killer movies. See, I knew 3 of them. I knew those top 3. I just didn't know the fourth one. So in the blue category, we just had to figure it out, and I can't believe I just did that. I threw away 2 guesses right at the beginning, which was really dumb of me. But then I ended up like trying it out again, and it did actually work. So first, ending with a silent T: ballet, debut, rapport, and tarot. A bunch, a cluster, a collection, a constellation, and a group. It's funny that constellation is one of the answers, and constellation is one of the categories of connections. Starting with constellations: Draconian, Draco, Hydrant, Hydra, Leonardo, Leo. Fun fact, I am a Leo. And then library for Libra. Golly. And you know what's funny? I guessed those 4 together, not because they made sense together. I thought, oh look, that one has a consonant R. This one has a consonant R. This one has an R consonant, and then this one has a consonant R in the middle of the word. And literally that's why I picked it. That's why I picked it. But that had nothing to do with it. It just so happened to be also that. It's crazy. Serial killer movies. I knew Psycho, I knew Seven, and I knew Zodiac, but I never heard of Monster, so I guess they're all monsters. Okay, let's play the mini crossword. I'm going to align it just like that so it looks better on your screen. All right. The J in PB&J. That sounds like jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Nimble. Nimble might be agile. My keyboard, I should just get a whole new laptop. This thing bugs me. The E doesn't work very well, and then all the rest of them double letters sometimes. Even the arrow keys, I'll double to the right sometimes. Oh, it drives me nuts. It drives me bonkers. Look at this guy coming through when it really matters. Look at this guy coming through when it really matters. I don't know. Let's come back to it. Fluffy toy dog informally. What? Fluffy toy dog. Like a Shih Tzu or a... I don't know. We'll come back. Organization with a known traveler number option. What? Known traveler number? I don't know. Is that like AAA or something? Rush Hour Annoyance is a jam. Its national soccer team is nicknamed the Pharaohs. That's Egypt. Big cars with mini bars. Say. I don't know. Animal that fills both blanks in this kid's book. Llama Llama. All the different Llama Llama books that have been made. Llama Llama Holiday Drama. Llama. Money in Japan, that's the yen. Alright. Look at this guy coming through when it really matters. My man. Fluffy toy dog, informally the Pomeranians, a pom-pom. Known traveler number option, the TSA. Cool. You know what? We did it in 2 minutes and 28 seconds, and I'm okay with that. That is okay by me. The J in PB&J, jelly, peanut butter and jelly. Hey, next time you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, put sliced banana in it. Oh, it will change the game. It is so good with a little banana in it. You could even replace the jelly with banana, and it's equally as good. Nimble is agile. Look at this guy coming through when it really matters. My man. Fluffy toy dog, informally a Pomeranian. Organization with a known traveler number option. I've never heard of that. Known traveler number, the TSA. Is that instead of the do not fly list, it puts you on the yes fly list? Just like the fast pass through security and stuff. It's like, yeah, we trust this guy. How about Rush Hour Annoyance, a jam? Its national soccer team nicknamed the Pharaohs, Egypt. That's great. Big cars with mini bars. Oh, limos. Yeah, that does make sense. Limo. Big car with a mini bar. Animal that fills in both blanks in this kid's book. Llama Llama Holiday Drama. Or Llama Llama in Pajama. What are the other books? Something about pajamas. Money in Japan. The yen. Sweet. All right. Okay, I suppose I didn't need to open a new tab to do that, did I? This all just fits on one page, huh? Cool. All right. Some of these pages I have to readjust because there's an ad for getting the subscription. I've always just played the free games. I think it's, plenty of enjoyment with just those free games. Okay, what word do we start with? How about plays? I'll get rid of the Y. Oh, look at that. Wow. There's a P and there's an S. And there's an A in the middle and it's in the right place. Not bad. Now my strategy is to come up with a non-intersecting word that doesn't use any of those letters. So even though, we have 3 of the letters, one of them's even in the right place, I am purposefully not using that And I'm just coming up with a new word, which might be... What about frown? No help. Okay. What if we use that TH? THI. Thick? Yeah, we could say thick. That's funny. THICK. Let's see how oh my gosh, there's a T. Okay. So let's break this one down. We've got many consonants. We've got a P and a T. We've got an S. And the A is right in the middle, which tells me maybe this is like a consonant A. You know, like it can't be ST. Well, it could be ST. Here, let's try STA. And then that's not a word. Okay, but we could go SPA. Okay, maybe not. Maybe PS? A... Okay, so it's probably not beginning with any of these letters. No. No, the A's got to go in the middle. All right, so imagine if A was the only vowel. What is the likelihood of these clustering together? So it's like blank blank A could be, see, there goes doubling letters again. AST. But it can't start with a P. So it's like G E Okay. So that doesn't seem super likely. What if we went PT? Whatever we do, it has to be two consonants, either at the beginning, two consonants at the end. And I'm thinking, what if it's two consonants all throughout? What if there's only vowel, the only vowel's in the middle? So then that would put the S either at the beginning, like, and it doesn't end in an S, we know that. So it's not just simply a plural, a four-letter word with an S on the end. Smapped. That's not a word. That's not a word. I'm really trying to go through the logic of this one. I like getting on the fourth. It's not an arrogance thing. If I have enough letters here, I like to put it together just like this. Oh, good morning. There was my emergency alarm. Do you have an emergency alarm? My alarms are like, especially on the weekends, it's like, okay, I'll wake up at this time, but if I don't, here's my like last ditch get up. Should we do a fourth? You guys, this is nuts, but I'm gonna do a fourth non-intersecting word. How about this? Budge. It won't budge, and and this puzzle won't budge. This puzzle won't budge. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what do we have? We've got could have a double letter. We could maybe AP. What's throwing me off is that... Okay, so... What's throwing me off is that there is an A in the middle. Like, you know, if it was just... like, you know, pasta, sure, that would work. But the problem is that's, you know, a consonant vowel at the beginning. And it's so unlikely. Look at all these letters that we have left. The Q, the Z, the X, the V, like all of those very unlikely letters, even the J. So the likelihood of those being used versus the likelihood of it being a doubled letter, I wonder if it's more likely a doubled letter. So like it can't start with P or T. I wonder if it starts with S. There is an M on the board. We could try that. SMA. No, smapped. ST goes together nicely. Oh, wait a minute. That's a word. Hold on. S can go there. T can go there. That's fine. A can go in the middle. It has to go in the middle. And then I haven't guessed an M yet. Let's try it. Okay. Oh, man. Aaron, thank you for shouting the answer to me. So my typical strategy is to not look at the chat during the Wordle, specifically the Wordle. That is the one I love to sort of productively struggle through. So if you're like, gosh, why didn't he just put in what Aaron said? I didn't look at what Aaron said. Just simply because I want to sort of do that struggle together by myself. The other puzzles I love doing together. But specifically the Wordle, I don't know. That's just one that I feel like if you just like spoon feed me the answer, then what did I gain from it, you know? So all the others I definitely need your help with. But the Wordle I love to just sort of productively struggle through together by myself. Usually, look at this. With my strategy, typically we get this on the 4th. But today we got it on the 5th, which is okay. That's okay. As long as we didn't get it on the 7th, right? And we lost the puzzle. My strategy works really, really well to come up with a word and then use the letters that are left to create what I call a non-intersecting word. I don't have like a usual go-to like setup of words. There are many, many, many different words that could do that. That could get me all of the, you know, a good 5-letter opening word, and then a second word and a third word. Usually a third word. Sometimes I have to double a letter by the third, but it can be done. Okay, so plays I started off with, and it really helped. Look at that. I had the P, the A in the right place, and an S somewhere. And then frown just didn't help at all. That's a non-intersecting word with plays. And then thick, which gave us the T. So I'm thinking, okay, if there's an A in the middle, that means it's probably consonant, consonant, vowel, and then maybe consonant, consonant, or there's maybe a doubled A, because I tried budge, and that told me, you know, all of the different non-intersecting words. And then rearranging the letters, and the only configuration that actually made a word at this point was that M, finally adding the M, and ended up with stamp. While I'm shifting over to the next puzzle, let me just tell you, I am in the running for America's Favorite Teacher. I'm number 1 in my group right now. Now, there's many, many groups, but for my group, there are 4 days and 11 hours left, and they are going to cut it from the top. It used to be the top, 90 from each group, and then they cut 70 people out, and it was just the top 20. Now it's just the top 15. And then at the end, 4 days from now, they're going to whittle out 5 more people. It'll just be the top 10 from each group. And then on April, I think, 3rd, they're going to take the first person from each of the groups and then combine all the groups together. I would love your help. I would love your support. There's a link in the pinned comment. There's a link in the description, a link on my channel page, lots of different places. and you can cast your vote right here. I have already voted this morning. Yes, you can vote for yourself. There is like a paid vote, but don't do that. Just do the one free vote. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say, right? I just need your support once a day. Set a reminder in your calendar or something, your phone, so you remember to go vote, and that would be awesome. I have stayed in first place for the last, how long? Probably 3 weeks now, which is insane. So, yeah, keep casting your daily vote. There's a description, a link in the description. I know that if you're watching on the Shorts Live, you can't click on stuff, but you can go to my channel page. You can click there. So it would be really, really awesome for you to vote for me. If I win, I get $25,000 and a trip to Hawaii, which is just insane. That would be super cool. All right, so in the Strands, if you've never played Strands before, this is basically like a word search, but you don't get what the words are, and they don't go up and down, left and right. They kind of snake around through this puzzle. And all of the words go back to a theme, a central theme, but the theme is pretty loose. Drive to survive, right? So this might be about survival. This also might be about driving, right? Traffic jams or something. So let's dive in and we'll see if we can. So I'm just looking for words at this point to see what the theme truly means, right? Like uncover the true meaning. I like looking in corners. Sometimes the corners will give it away. ACC together is a little suspicious. CE. Oh, maybe race? Drive to survive. Drive in a race? Like commute, drive on the freeway. There's a QU. Huh. QU is suspicious there. I wonder why the QU is there. If you guys see any, let me know. Shout it out. Oh, yeah, and you have to verify a Facebook account for that contest. And I get it. Not everybody has a Facebook account. You know, what are we all? 90 years old, right? I tell my students, oh, go vote for me. There's a QR code, and they're like, Miller, we don't have Facebook accounts. The rising generation just doesn't do that. They do Snapchat, they do different other things that. It's just funny, different time of life. Practice. Oh, drive for practice. That's so fun. I'm going to tell my daughter. My daughter just got her learner's permit. Drive for practice, drive to race, drive to go to work, drive. I am trying to find words that go together. If you guys see one in this Strands puzzle, essentially word search, let me know. They're going to snake around instead of go up and down, left and right. Oh, maybe it's this QU. Maybe QU over here. How strange. Why would qualify almost be there? If you guys see a word, shout it out. I see an ing. What could ing go for? Qualifying. Okay. That one goes forward and backward almost like a spangram. The spangram goes from one side to another. There's one. Formula One. Formula One qualifying. Look at how they kind of yin-yang with each other like that. Yin-yang. Sprint. Sprint. Podium. Oh, pits. Pits. Okay. Not bad. All the words in the Strands puzzle today had to do with Formula One. Practice, sprint, qualifying, podium, race, and pits, pit crew. That's awesome. Okay, nice. And a really fun puzzle right there called Letterboxed. And oh, speaking of Formula One and driving cars and stuff, here's one, GTA. That's funny. So if you've never played Letterboxd before, it's like you span across to create words, and you're trying to use all 12 of these letters. And we're trying to do it within 5 words. So it's a little tricky, but 5 words is kind of average. If it's 4 words, then usually it's tougher letters or easier letters. And then if it's 6 words, you have to do it in 6 words. It's tougher letters. Today's going to be a pretty average puzzle, sounds like. There is no S in this puzzle, but we have our glue letters like E and T, N even. And look at this. We can even do ING, which is very convenient. That's probably why it's so easy. They set it up to be easy mode. If you're allowed to do an ing in the puzzle. There is a C, but there's no K. Let's kind of familiarize ourselves with the puzzle a little bit. You can't use 2 letters on the same side. You have to span across. So if you start coming up with letters and words, let me know. Drop it in the comments, and I'll see if it fits in the puzzle. W, F, and I. Let's see. N, C, Y, A, T, G, M, H, and E. So there's no S. There's a T. There's an A, which is awesome. That's helpful. So we could do like EA. There's no R. Okay. I can't do AT. There's no L either. Oh, I can't do NC. I was going to say see, as soon as I start seeing the letters, I start coming up with words that can't happen. Like fancy or something like that. Oh, wafting doesn't have an H. Okay, waft. T-I-N-G. That's a fantastic word. And then the G could lead us to... maybe gym. Gymnasium. The M could lead us to... Mitch is a proper name. It's probably not going to allow it. What? Usually it doesn't allow proper names. That's crazy. Mitch? That's crazy. That's absurd. All right, and then we just need to do one last word that involves an E. We can't do HE because it's on the same side. How am I not? Why am I not? My mind is like... There, here's one. No, it's on the same side. AT. I was going to say hate. Hate is a strong word. There's a Spanish word, hace. Hace frío. I have a funny story about Spanish, actually. So I speak Portuguese, and one of the teachers, this should be easier than it is. One of the teachers nearby, one of the Spanish teachers, awesome. She's been teacher of the year, like nationally recognized. She's insanely good. She knows that I speak Portuguese. And one time she asked me, if I could borrow a camera or something. And I wrote her back in just, this was like Thursday. I wrote her back and I said, yeah, come borrow a camera and all that. But I wrote it in my broken Spanish. I don't say I speak Spanish. I speak Portuguese with a filter of Spanish, right? And so I wrote to her with, there's little grammatical changes and stuff. So I changed it. It was essentially Portuguese converted in my head into the Google Translate in my head into Portuguese, or into Spanish. And she wrote back and she in Spanish and she went, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know you speak Spanish." Da, 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 da. And I was like, hold on. I don't speak Spanish. I just, did it kind of goofing around, writing in Spanish with the very broken Spanish that I know. But she was so excited to see that I wrote it in Spanish in very, it wasn't great Spanish either. I have a Google Translate level of Spanish, in terms of fluency. I don't even think I'd call it fluency. I can understand the kids when they talk. Not the ones that talk really, really fast, but, just a kid that's just kind of, slow, normal speed talking. If they kind of jibber jabber really fast, then I can't understand it. But if they're just, talking normal, then I can totally understand it. I'll even attempt to talk with them, but again, it's not, I don't speak Spanish. I speak Portuguese with a filter of Spanish. And so this teacher wrote me back. I haven't talked to her again yet. We haven't had any faculty meetings or anything, but I'm just so I'm not live in fear. I'm just anticipating the day when I go see her, and she just starts to go off in Spanish, and she speaks very quick Spanish from Spain. I'm used to hearing South American or Mexican or Central American style of Spanish. So it'll be really funny when she just starts going, talking, and I go, whoa, what? Hold on. But pretty cool that we have that connection now, so it worked out. It was just really funny that I'm I tipped her off that I know at least a little bit of Spanish. Primarily, though, my second language is Portuguese, though. I'm trying to learn a song lately, a really beautiful, beautiful song that maybe I'll perform for the talent show in Portuguese. Wouldn't that be cool for the student talent show? They always get really giddy when a teacher starts singing or whatever in the talent show, dancing or something. They get giddy about that. Okay, so we are trying to come up with, I've been gabbing here. We're trying to come up with a word that all it does is get rid of the E. So what about high? High is like to hearken to call upon. There it is. And we did it in 4, right? Par was 5, and we did it in 4. Nice. So wafting led us to, the G led us to Jim, and the M led us to Mitch. I was super surprised, actually, it let us say Mitch, because Mitch is a proper name, but apparently it's also a word. And then high. The H led us to high, like to, let me tell you the exact definition. Hold on. Okay, to go quickly. Oh, I thought it was to call upon. Interesting. I hied down to New Orleans. Interesting. To go quickly. I know it's an old-timey word that nobody ever uses. So, good morning. How you doing today? I saw your notification but can't come because I was in the middle of connections. Oh, totally fine. Totally fine. I love that you have notifications turned on. If you guys are enjoying this, then hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can tell when I go live. I've been doing a live stream pretty much every day. Some days get a little chaotic, like parent-teacher conferences or something, but for the most part, I've been able to do a live stream pretty much every day. I've kept up my streak of the Wordle, at least, even if I'm not with you that day. Yeah, so here's that link. Actually, let me show the link here. I'm gonna get my big head out of the way. But if you want to use the QR code to go vote for me for the America's Favorite Teacher competition, that would be awesome. I need to update this graphic. We're now in round 3, technically. Well, we're in round... No. Yeah, okay. So we reduced it, and now we're down to the top 15. And then here we're in the top, top 10, and then top 5. And then on April 3rd, we have the group finals, and only one winner advances. I should update the graphic to put a little thing on top to say, hey, good job, you did it. Because we have done it. You guys have kept me on top for a long time, which is awesome. So link in the description, link in the pinned comment, link in all those different places. So let's recap the puzzles. We did awesome today. So the green category today was pretty easy, ending with a silent T. Ballet, debut, rapport, and tarot. And then a bunch is a cluster, a collection, a constellation, or a group. Starting with constellations, that's so interesting that they would put the name of a group, like a category, but then also part of the answer in a different connection. So that's funny. Starting with constellations, Draconian for Draco, the dragon, Hydrant for Hydra, Leonardo for Leo. Fun fact, I am a Leo. Can you hear it in my voice? And then library has Libra in it. And the way I got this part, I was literally on my last guess. I'm like, I don't understand. What do you want? And then it ended up working really well. Hey, by the way, if you did vote, will you put I voted in the chat? I would love to see how many people just threw a vote in today. That would be so fun. If you went off, I saw that my number dipped down, so maybe people went out and voted. That would be cool if you did. If you didn't, that's okay. But if you did vote for me, just put I voted in the chat. I would love that. To show others how much you're dedicated and love me. That's such a vain thing to say. I don't care if I go a far distance in this contest. Awesome. If I don't, whatever, it's fine. There was an interview with somebody last year, and they asked, why did you drop out? And they said, well, I hate this contest. And I was like, oh wow, well, that's strong words. They said I'm never going to promote it anymore because the people that win were like super influencers or something. Like they had, it wasn't a fair contest is what it was. And what I see it as I have lots of influence. Like, how cool is that? Like, I have the kids, I have the people in my hometown, the people I know. I've lived lots of different places in my life. So the people from previous places that I've lived, previous students, and you guys on YouTube and Facebook and everything. So it's just kind of cool to to join in and take part in that. So if you find value in what I do, I'd love for your vote. So thank you for that. And Callie, thank you for your vote. I know you're voting it daily, aren't you? Thank you for that. And then the serial killer movies. Oh, I was going to tell you that the purple category today, I didn't guess because of what it was, starting with constellations. I guessed because it had an R in the middle. It was consonant R words. DR, let's see, RD, and then BR. And I was like, oh, that's kind of strange. I wonder why it's like that. And then sure enough, it was correct, but not for the reason that I thought. They're constellations, not simply because it has a consonant R. One of them doesn't even have a consonant R. So I really took a risk there on that last guess. I was like, you know what? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever. And then the last one, serial killer movies. I knew those last three, right? Zodiac, Seven, and Psycho, but I didn't know the name Monster. I've never heard that as a serial killer movie. Okay, the next one was the mini crossword. The J in PB&J was jelly, and jelly. I was saying while we were first doing the puzzle, next time you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, do a really light layer of jelly and then cut a banana on top. Seriously, there is nothing better than a peanut butter and jelly, light jelly. If you do like sweet banana and sweet jelly, it's too much. But if you do just like a light layer of jelly, just for the flavor, not for like the sweetness, and then cut, a couple of thin slices of, the kids call them banana coins. If you just cut banana coins on top of that peanut butter, oh my gosh, it's delicious. It is really, really good. All right, nimble, agile. Look, I'm a chef. I'm telling you to put banana on your PB&J. Look at this guy coming through when it really matters. My man. There he is. Fluffy toy dog, informally. The Pomeranian. So pom-pom. Just pom. Organization with a known traveler number option. I've never heard of that. The TSA. Do they do like, it's a Transportation Safety Administration, but I've never heard of their like, instead of a no-fly list, it's like a yes-fly list. Known traveler number. So like you're allowed to just say, yep, I am never going to do something strange on a plane. I'm on the I'm on the easy fly list. I've never heard of that. My dad has a really common name, and I think for a while he was on the not because of him, what he had done, but because of somebody else, and they like flagged him because he had the same name as somebody else that had done something crazy or something. I forget how it went, but you don't want to be on the no-fly list. That makes it really tricky. Rush hour annoyance, a jam. Look at that, jelly and jam. Oh, that's so clever. I love when they do this kind of thing, jelly and jam. I love that. Its national soccer team, nicknamed the Pharaohs, Egypt. That's great. Big cars with mini bars, let's say limos. Animal that fills in both blanks in the kids' book, Llama Holiday Drama. That's funny. That's not the original book. That seems like a sequel, right? They're trying to, money grab a little more, so they call it, some other thing, but it's still that same phrase, llama. And then money in Japan would be the yen. Yen. This looks different. That looks totally different. Oh, look, it fell asleep. There we go. All right, we're back. my little thing fell asleep. I'm like, what's going on? TSA. Oh, have you had a few bad experiences? I just find, like, I don't do anything dumb on a plane, like bring nail clippers or, things that they'd go, oh, you can't bring that. But I find that if you just sort of play along, then you just walk right through and you're doing fine, right? Don't bring anything dumb that they'd, flag you for. Don't try to bring fruit in. Don't try to, do all the things that, the bottle that's the wrong size or whatever. Don't try to play any games. Just go with the flow. That's like one of my main life strategies. My life hack is to just go with the flow, and just if something's out of place, yeah, you got to fix it. But for the most part, if you just sort of go with it and don't try to be the exception to the rule, you're more likely to just sort of have a normal, satisfying experience. But Callie, I would love to hear what your terrible experiences. You say experiences plural. Gosh, maybe there's multiple terrible things you had to go through. That's not fun. All right, so with the Wordle today, we started with the word plays. There was a P, and then the A in the middle, which was awfully suspicious, because then it would either be the consonant A, and then consonant E or something, or maybe just consonants on both sides, and the A is the only glue vowel that sticks it together. So S at the end. Well, it's not at the end. It's got to go somewhere. And then I tried a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use those top letters. So I tried frown. And then, okay, next time. Yeah, maybe next time you'll tell. All right. We got to work ourselves up for that. And then I tried thick, which is another non-intersecting word. And then I'm trying to move the letters around. It's just not making sense. So I even tried a fourth non-intersecting word, which was budge. We got really lucky today. Sometimes there are, 4 non-intersecting words, enough letters to do that. And then using, of course, that was no help. So I used, if it's consonant, A, consonant, and the A is the only vowel that glues the letters together, then, maybe there's like SP or ST. So I tried STA, and the only normal letter left, look, there was like a Q, a Z, an X, a V, a J. I'm like, what is the likelihood? Probably not. Here's a normal letter. Here's M. And we tried stamp. There it is, stamp. Okay. And then drive to survive. We were talking about Formula 1 today in the Strands puzzle. Strands is really fun. I love this one. Practice, race, pits, right? The pit crew. Podium, qualifying. These are Formula 1 names. Formula 1 action words. And then sprint. Cool. Whoa, that got weird. Hold on. Scroll up. There it is. Okay. Sometimes they have that little banner at the top and the thing gets kind of weird. All right. And then letterbox, we had wafting. That was my longest word. And the G led us to gym. Just trying to get rid of the Y. And then the M led us to Mitch. And I'm super surprised it let me do that because Mitch is a proper name. But here, let me look that one up too real quick while we're here. Mitch. Mitch can either refer to a male given name or, in a dialectical context, the verb to play truant from school. To pilfer, to filch, or steal? I'm going to tell my cousin that. That's so funny. Okay, a male given name for Mitchell, short for Mitchell, which in itself is a form of Michael. I didn't know that. I thought Mitchell and Michael were 2 different words. It makes sense. But in a dialectal context, I can't even talk this morning, the verb to play truant from school, or to pilfer, to filch, or to steal, to mitch. I'm going to use that. A lot of kids mitching these days, where the federal government has sort of abolished. Right after COVID, they started abolishing truancy. What do you call it? Truancy court kind of stuff. Kids have kind of caught on, and they realized, hey, there is no consequence for me not being at school.
I mean, essentially, they can just not go, and in a legal sense, they are totally fine. Now, they miss everything in my class, but they, very frequently, sadly, just don't come to school. It's crazy. Our attendance is bonkers nowadays. I am starting to tell the kids at the beginning of the school year, or at the beginning of a class, hey, by the way, if you're one of those people that like is pretty casual about attendance, I want you to drop. Like, I want you to drop. That's nuts. Crazy. Anyway, so then the H led us to high, which is to go speedily towards. To high. That is an old word that has not been used in a long time. Oh, man. Cool. All right. Anyway, I got to bounce. You guys are great. We've been at this for almost an hour now. We did, very, very well at the puzzles today. Our connections was really fun. Our mini crossword was super fun. Wordle, we got to it. Usually we do it on the 4th, but today we did it on the 5th, and that's okay. As long as we didn't do it on the 7th, am I right? And then, let's see, Drive to Survive, the pits. That was a fun one. I loved all the things Formula 1. And then we ended up with Letterboxd. Okay. Remind me before next time, I need to update this chart right here because we have qualified on 2 of these, right? We're top 15. Pretty quick. I mean, we're going to stay on top, hopefully. We're going to stay at number 1, so I need to update that. Number 1 in my group. It's funny, they cut people out like Hunger Games style now. They just make them grayed out. Sorry, you didn't make it. That kind of thing. That's crazy. Awesome. Well, 4 days left in that one. But, here, I'll leave it on this. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for a great stream today. We have we played some awesome puzzles, and we're just having fun, just having fun. I love doing this every day, pretty much every day. Sometimes I miss a day, but it's not the end of the world if I miss. But, yeah, you guys are great. Thank you, and, we'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy your weekend. See ya.